little bit vision challenged as we go over some of the hills.
Okay.
All right. So now we'll bore you with just a couple of details.
Okay.
Do you pull trailers or do you drive off-road at all or anything like that?
Not really off-road.
But you've heard of high and low range, right? We're in low range already, so we're geared for our off-road stuff.
Okay.
This is terrain response, which basically talks to a whole bunch of systems in the car and gets it ready for that kind of terrain. We're in mud and ruts because some of the stuff we're going to go through is muddy and rutty. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to talk to hill descent, it turns it on. It's going to talk to air suspension. This car is 4 inches higher than it normally would be for getting in and out. We leave it up high because we're just doing off-road stuff today. Your emergency brake is here. That's on. Foot on the brake, pushing it down, releases it. And we're going to be in D for the first uphill. We're going to stop at the top, and then I'll have you shift it over to first. So unless you got questions or comments, I won't bore you to death with other things.
Does this have a heated steering wheel?
Does this have a heated steering wheel? Let's see. Yes, it does. There it is right there.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, is it on, you think?
No, but that's the next thing that I want on my car, and so far I've only found a BMW that has that. So.
Yeah, we tend to have it on the... I don't know, the LR4, it might be an option, but I know it's pretty standard on the Sport and the big Range Rover.
Okay,
So,
cool.
All right. Put it into gear, and emergency brake is here. Push that down. That's it.
How do you know that that's on?
Okay, look at your dash on the left-hand side next to your... See the park
Oh,
that just
okay.
came up?
Yep.
And then it just went away.
Okay.
That's how we know. And we'll fall in behind that tan one, I think. Yeah, because he's going to stick. So. And we'll just keep a car length or two between them,
Okay.
so that way he doesn't get nervous in case they've never been done doing this stuff at all. How long you guys been down?
Got done Wednesday night.
Here till Sunday or no?
Yeah.
Are you spectating or you have horses here?
No, we're spectating.
You have horses at home?
Yeah, I have 100 jumpers at home and race horses.
It was Christy or Chrissy?
Chrissy.
Chrissy. How about you? You have horses as well?
I used to have horses, but I have children now.
How old are your kids?
4 and 1.
Okay. New
So
ones.
yes. So hopefully when they get older, I will have horses again.
And you're in Carolinas now, you said?
Yes, South
Where-
Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina.
Yep, Charleston.
Is that where you're from as well or no?
No, I'm from Michigan.
Are you guys related?
No, we grew up riding. Well, I grew up with her riding in Michigan.
So first gear, over towards your thigh. Perfect. And again, that's in second. So you just come over, back one. You must have just been pushed it forward a little bit. There you go. That's all.
Okay.
Because your arms jammed up here, it probably just went forward a little bit. Because if you go forward, it goes to second. So
Okay. And first you used for going downhill?
absolutely, you want to control the speed as much as possible with your gears. It saves the brakes, same as if you were towing.
Okay.
You ready?
So I
no
shouldn't
brakes,
have
no
to
gas.
use, I shouldn't have to
Nope,
use the brakes.
because hill descent is on. So just all the way off the brakes. That's hill descent.
Cool.
So we try to use the gears in conjunction with hill descent, rather than just relying on the hill descent. If we were in second, you would have heard the hill descent work even more so. So you can just give it a little bit of gas. It only controls the brakes, it doesn't control the gas.
Now if I'm in just normal,
Normal driving?
will it change to hill descent for me or
No,
not?
you have to push the button if you wanted it. If you didn't select a terrain response program, you would have to push it on manually. There's a manual button as well. You can be as high as you'd like here, just don't run my flags over. Yep, touch to the right, a little more right, nice and slow. Perfect. The most important thing you can do when you get nervous on these things is make sure you're breathing in and breathing out, kind of like with horses.
Yeah, really.
I've had numerous people from the horse arena, the horse, backgrounds that, like, as I go through my coaching, someone will be like, geez, this is just like teaching somebody how to ride a horse.
Okay, now what was that noise?
Just the wheel shifting, no worries. Probably a rock underneath the wheel. We're going to go off to the left.
So I want to stay on that gravelly part?
You can, yep. And then we're going to go up over that hill. Did you drive down or did you fly?
Drove.
Well, I
Excellent.
rode with her mom, actually. I came down with her mom.
What was going on up the hill?
Driving.
Driving. The cones with the balls, or
No,
for
just the dressage.
touch to the right if you would. To the right. There you go. I'll keep you off that fence over there.
Now it's still in first.
It is,
that-
and it's still in hill descent, so you can just pull your foot off the brake. Now we could have shifted back to D and the flat and the uphill, but rather than confuse everybody or get everybody too worried about shifting, it's easy just to leave it.
Okay.
And you're going to go around this tree and head back towards those moguls.
How tight do I want to turn it?
About where you're at is perfect because you're going to line up with those moguls afterwards.
Okay, so I want to be up there.
Some people get way up top there, but then they got to turn back to the right. Start taking it back to the right. Take it back more. Perfect. You got it.
Okay. Do people actually do this kind of stuff with their cars? I mean, are there like rallies?
Some
and
do.
stuff?
The percentage is fairly low, probably 15 to 20%. They would take their car to something they would consider off-road. The bigger thing is that they would like to know that the Land Rover still can. That's traction control that you're hearing there, by the way. As that wheel, your wheel's off the ground right now, that one on your side. Because of the way these lumps, we space the lumps and build them so that the wheels come off the ground. So that way it showcases traction control and articulation and all that stuff. Basically, it's an inverse function of ABS. You know what ABS is?
Anti-lock brake system.
Anti-lock brake system. You know what it does for you, Chrissy? What is the
If
benefit that you...
if you need, like, I always think of black ice. If you're going over black ice, doesn't it engage the brakes or?
Well, if you panic stop and you slam the brakes on, what ABS is going to do is not allow the wheels to lock up, but they're going to get as much braking power before lockup as they can. Does that make sense? So, but that's still the function of it. Now, the benefit of it, a wheel that's not locked up, as you steer it, it still turns that way. You know, the car will still travel that way, even on black ice. It'll still track in that direction. So it gives you directional capability. Most people think that ABS stops the car quicker or something like that. It doesn't.
Can I go? Where am
You're
I
going right over through the gap, through the water. Once you have ABS, it's very easy to tie in hill descent, traction control, dynamic stability control, all kinds of stuff.
So did you guys build this course
We did.
just for...
We did.
How
We
long
build
did
courses
that
all
take?
over the country. So
How long did that take?
about a week.
Do you have to take it all down?
We did after Rolex, and we probably, if they don't talk to the right people, we will after this one as well. We're trying to talk to the right people and get it so that it can stay
I
here.
was gonna say, if with all the events they have here,
Yeah.
that would be
But the
nice.
problem is who's going to take liability when we're not here?
Oh
We'll thank all the lawyers, and I apologize if any of you guys are lawyers,
no, school teacher.
but you know what 1,000 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean is, right?
Yeah.
A good start. I mean, it's amazing that people wouldn't be responsible for their own actions on a course like this, but when we're not around, you know. Back to
Yeah.
me a little bit. Perfect. Oh, too much. There you go.
Okay,
Now straighten up. Perfect. And straight when
This
you
guy
can.
is
Turn to the
saying that
left.
way.
Turn to the left.
Okay.
Turn to the left. There you go.
I don't know if I'm listening to you or him.
Well, him if he's paying attention, but he might be busy sometimes. So that's why either way you won't fall off the bridge, either one. Now straighten it up. Now I'm going to tell you when we get close to the midpoint when to stop.
Okay.
When I say stop, it means actually stop with the foot brakes, not rely on hill descent or anything like that. Stop with the foot brakes. So carry on.
Okay.
And I'll give you a warning. I'll say 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet, 1 foot, and then
Okay.
stop. Now you got about 4 feet, 3 feet, about 2 feet, 1 foot, a little more, stop. Nice job, you balanced it. Now
Oh
just
my
ease-
gosh.
Ease off the brake
Good job.
and don't touch
So
the
I'm
gas.
balancing right now?
You are balancing. Ease off the brake and just let it creep forward on its idle. All the way off the brake. There you go. Now brake again. Look at this.
Ah, Bert.
Excellent job. Excellent job. And let's swing it off to the left so we don't get congested over here. So
Okay.
hard
To the
left,
left
hard
of this
left.
one?
Yep, hard left. Perfect. And we'll pull up into the shade. You can pull up about another 3 car lengths.